Welcome to Fanboy Critic, where we go watch new movies out in theaters and give you our review, both the good and the bad. I'm Joel Mortiz, and I'll be your fanboy.
And I'm Sam McClure, I'll be your critic. Alright, fanboys out there, this is the movie that you've been waiting for years. We went to go see the Justice League, and it's starring Ezra Miller,
Jason Momoa,
Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Jeremy Irons is in it, and it was directed by Zack Snyder and kind of directed by Joss Whedon a little bit after the fact. But go ahead and try and give the good things that Zack Snyder and Joss Whedon did with this movie. I mean, hurry it up. I got a lot of bad things to say about this movie.
I really feel like Zack Snyder made the movie look really good. The editing was really awesome, and I loved how he brought all the characters to life. I feel like he brought the whole team together, and he did. And I was really scared that he was going to go to each character and give them their own backstory, but he didn't. And you could also tell the parts that Joss Whedon had involved in it, and it definitely brought life to all the characters. There was a lot of funny parts of it. I'm pretty sure he was really behind it. Overall, the movie was great. It was really fun. It was a lot of action. The CGI was okay.
It was okay. I cannot have imagined a worse Justice League. They obviously didn't care at all what these characters are supposed to be. Batman is like the lonely, brooding loner, and this time he was like, I'm trying to get a team together, and he was all about teamwork and all this, and he was making quippy little jokey remarks like Star-Lord or Iron Man. Like, he was making these little funny jokes, and he was like, oh, I'm hurt, I'm bleeding. And he used guns the entire time. Like, this is not going to be a spoiler-free episode because none of that shit is Batman. That's anti-Batman. He had giant Gatling guns. He couldn't even take down... He, had trouble taking down one parademon by himself. Wonder Woman didn't want to be a hero. Cyborg was completely left on the sidelines. They didn't give him anything to do. Aquaman was literally just Jason Momoa's real-life personality, and they put him in Aquaman's suit. And The Flash, oh my god, I am the biggest Flash fan ever. And they ruined him. They took a big old... I think we have a clip of it.
They're raping him! I can't watch! Let's get out of here, Kyle!
They made The Flash an autistic punchline. They made him an autistic character, but not only did they not stop there, they made fun of him for being autistic the entire time. They weren't laughing with him, they were making fun of how autistic and not able to keep up with the rest of everybody else. And first of all, not even close to what the character has been for decades. I'm really upset about this because he's a great character and they ruined him. I think Ezra Miller did a fine job portraying what he was told to portray, but it was a travesty of an interpretation of a character. You can't even call it reimagining. It was just like the shitting on of a character. The villain was bland and without any motivation. He was seeking some kind of techno MacGuffin that really didn't have anything to do with anything, and you weren't worried about him or anything. And he was bad CGI. Even the action was super bland and in very inspecific places that were not fun to watch. There was maybe one good action scene and it didn't include any of the Justice League members at all. I disagree when you said it was edited well. I think it was very disjointed and the structure and pacing of it was completely off. I don't have anything good to say about this movie. Not a single thing.
Alright.
I'm not done, Jay.
Oh.
Alright, Jay, convince the critics who see another DC sloppy movie.
Alright, critics, you should go watch this movie because you've been waiting years for this to come out. They finally brought the movie you all want to see. It's the Justice League, and it's fun, it's generic, and exciting.
You said it's fun and generic. Alright, fanboys, here's the deal. If you're a fanboy, then you actually love these characters, and you don't want to see them be reimagined to their worst possible version of themselves. These are not the characters that you know and love. You're not going to get the same characters that you read in the comics or see in the animated movies or TV shows. Like, those are the good versions of the characters, and they're consistent. This, they just threw that out, and they're like, we're going to use their symbol and, like, some of their superpowers and make garbage slop movies. The plot is almost non-existent. It makes more sense than the plot of Batman vs. Superman, but to the extent that it makes it boring and unoriginal and uninteresting. The villain is beyond boring. Like, can you even remember his name?
Steppenwolf.
Damn it. I didn't think you would get it. Anyways, it was sloppy and dumb and horrible. Even Wonder Woman, who was a cool character, was completely changed by this movie. Batman was not the world's greatest detective. He was not smart. He made dumb plans the entire time, and it was simply to drive the plot forward. It wasn't anything that character would have actually done. It just overall, they just didn't know what they had, and they didn't deliver on what the fans, you fanboys, should actually deserve to see. So on to the ratings.
Off to the ratings. So with this movie, I'm gonna say I'm amazed. I'm definitely amazed. They improved a lot better from BVS, and it definitely looks like they're on the right track. So hopefully it gets even better the next movie that comes out.
It couldn't be worse. It could not be worse. You know what's funny though? I felt like we've been getting closer and closer to having the same ratings and everything, and then this movie completely opposite. I hated this movie. I've never been so angry at a movie in years. I feel betrayed at how shitty this movie was, and maybe it has a lot to do with how badly they portrayed the Flash. Maybe that is coloring my opinion. It probably is a lot. It might have just been shit. But it's still a bad movie, and I'm actually angry that they tried to destroy one of my favorite characters. Don't go see this movie. Fanboys and Critics, thanks for watching. Let us know what you thought about this terrible movie and how bad it was in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, check out our other videos. Do all the things that you're supposed to do to support us. And we'll see you actually in a couple weeks. There aren't any movies that we are really excited to see until The Disaster Artist about 3 weeks from now.
And we'll see you for the next review.
How did you feel about this movie?
I don't know. This movie sucked. I wasn't really happy with the movie. This film was nothing amazing, to tell you the truth. I wish they would have used Kiefer Sutherland a little more. Don't watch the movie.